That's okay. Alessandra Gucci glasses. W Anderson collab. You probably like it. You drop it on the. I'm a buy.
Dre, you need kids now, son.
Boys bring it back.
What?
You know I
You
make
need
it
kids.
last. Plus keeping tabs. I'm a fly first class.
Trust me, they're fun, but they're a pain in the ass sometimes.
Don't step on my Ralph Simmons. Don't step on my Ralph Simmons. Don't step on my Ralph
And look,
Simmons. Do you know how much
when you don't feel like going to the kitchen, just tell one of your kids, go to the kitchen, grab you something. Too easy.
We are set, ready to rock for this
what I have
Madden
legs for,
Ultimate Team
James.
matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock
I'm
as
too
well.
lazy
Some of
for
the
that.
stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it.
This nigga whole team, I'm finna play 96 overall. If you stick it up my ass, please move that first.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now running right through it. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Shit.
Come on, brother. Dude, taking too long.
Do one of your out routes like you did.
That was disgusting.
Like you did, like the when you like have a tight end or somebody close by. It's alright. I know. It's alright though. No, it's fine.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he fires one incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Yeah, dude.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket
I'm not
that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
First
down, and they'll try to run the option left.
There you go, boy. Jarrell Bettis. Bettis.
And all the way
Bro,
in
Jerome
for a
Bettis, son, I'm
Cincinnati
telling you.
score. A great effort there. 50 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead.
Bro, I did that option pick with Jerome
And he's
Bettis.
got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Yo, I'm talking about, it was like on 3rd and 7. I just said, fuck it, I'm just going to try something. Man, I tried
The
that shit,
kickoff
but
unit
I'm
is
going
out
to
on
me
the
a
field, and they
touchdown.
will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
I'm finna have fun with this dude. If he don't know how to use this team, it's going to be fun.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll try the left side with LT. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a two tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the two tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see two tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
I've been running cover 3 on the entire time.
Detroit! Now Young to throw on second down. He completes it to Julio Jones. Julio Jones all alone. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Julio Jones, 70 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Suck his finger up my ass with Julio Jones.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
He did a cutback. I tried to get his ass. This motherfucker shook him.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Yeah, for him to be such a big guy, he's fucking quick.
Good footwork on the spin. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously,
I'm going to leave that spy off because he hasn't run with Mariota once.
When you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Good job,
now the first carry for Adrian Peterson.
There you go. Adrian Peterson, get the fuck on.
Adrian Peterson off to the races. And all the
One
way
play straight through the middle with 18.
Cincinnati score.
Thank you. Shake my hand. Thank you.
Adrian Peterson, 78 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
What?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
That's
and
crazy.
Denver getting
I
set
did
to take
guess
the field.
left run
their efforts in the last drive when they got into the
fucked
end
it
zone.
up.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Handoff left, Tomlinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Shit. Thought I broke away for a second there. I was like, fucking booyah.
Now Tomlinson on the handoff. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of good yardage.
Michael Vick, he's
As soon as I
and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Michael Vick, a 23-yard run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
We gotta go for it, because if we fucking let them have the ball, they're just gonna kill the clock on us.
Now they go screen, it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That
It's a
play is
Bengal
so
first
dirty,
down,
bro.
a pickup of 11.
You know you got that
I love when a play
speed off the
results in a
sweep.
game that I can actually kind of
You
fall
can
back
get
on
to
one of my favorite
it
adages.
on
And that is,
goddamn ball.
anytime there's a run over 10 yards,
That shit is
it
too
means that the
sweet.
offensive line did its job. But
Look
you
at
know
that
who else
lady,
did?
she's
The
bow-legged
wide
as hell.
receivers.
You
Because
see
the
that
first
shit?
7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield,
Still lagging on you?
being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Oh, he tried to
Oh, get the ball.
It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. Past the 20,
going deep with him.
10. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know
Yeah,
that
he
we love
quit.
that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in
He
his hands
quit
and try and
trying,
score
but I just
himself.
messed up.
In this case, that's exactly what
I just
happened.
We'll be
messed up.
singing in the shower
Comcast,
postgame.
dude.
And I seen
You know
him
though,
blitzing.
well, I had Comcast, I never had a problem, but when I got Service Electric, it's like, you know, I'm paying for 50 and I get fucking 36 some days. I'm like, dude, are you fucking kidding me?
Take this up past the 20 and down at
Please
the
throw this fucking
22-yard
ball,
line.
please.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. We have seen a lot of points
I
here in
just
this
did a,
quarter. For us
speed
up here in the
sweep.
booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their
What's
heads.
up?
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right
speed
now,
shuffle.
but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That play right here. Shuffle option. I just did that. Oh my God. Huh? No. I fumbled with the other one. Because I knew he was blitzing.
Trying to get him on the field goal line.
That right there.
Call
I
it
did
no
that.
gain on the keeper, and it's
I
going
got
to bring up
something
a
smooth.
3rd down.
One of the
As
things
soon
you
as I
like
did that
about a
play,
zone read play that has an option component to it is that it gives you plenty of different ways to go. On this one, though, I'm not sure they chose the right one. Maybe they should have pitched it out on this one because that one...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebackers.
I'm doing stupid plays, bro.
This one back into the end
I'm finna get my ass knocked out.
I wish I knew how to fucking block it.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone,
You can
that means
still
the
win this.
linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Spinning away. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback,
unless he's covered, unless he's in the nickel, or I mean the quarter, and he leaves all that shit open, we'll run on his ass.
But you can't be so cautious as to just really
This is in like the go deep formation.
loosen up and give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
You can see it, Isaac. You can see it.
They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep.
Mm-hmm.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on third down.
Give me something.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Oh, dude. That's alright. That was a good one. That was a good game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Moss. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling could lead to no yards gained.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Go shower and run up to that place real quick.
Before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
I just gotta go break it.
It's a pickup of 3, and we have
Man,
now
he's mean.
arrived
Fuck
at
you,
the
but I also had a
2-minute
gun so I
warning.
could shoot his ass. I don't even have it on.
So 2 minutes to go.
Michael fucking Strahan, he's tough.
Back to Denver right after this.
I can't lose it, man.
There we go with 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They almost had it. The big D
What a fucking dickhead.
nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
You gonna do them quarterback spy.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far.
That's mad,
This is
dude.
3rd
Roll the
and
dice
7.
shit.
Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Jarris Bird. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well, swarming to the
Talk to
ball
him, dude.
here in the
See
first
what
half.
playbook he's using and shit. Play with Tom, yeah. While I'm away.
Tomlinson.
I ain't know if he's throwing the party.
There as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a yard
He
on the
been doing
pickup there.
he been doing that
A
same
2nd and
play.
9.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, hello, my name is Mike.
Again, it's Tomlinson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
To throw on 3rd down. Young. Walker with a grab, left side. That one good for 13 at a Denver first.
Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Tomlinson. There he goes inside the 30. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead.
That's why I should have been lined up.
As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
No. Now watch this.
This is Tomlinson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Vinatieri's kick is good. Well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the 3rd quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Shane Leckler now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Now Sanders. Pretty move. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They'll set up a throw. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Cameron Jordan with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Let's go.
They're going to try and throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 22 on that one. And it'll give the Bengals a 1st down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
2nd down following the incompletion. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. DeMarcus Ware from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Now Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll drop to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And the play clock's running down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Let's go. Detroit. Now look at 50 now, Barney's.
Here's Tomlinson. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. Now a handoff looking right. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Young. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Young now. Off play action. Over the middle to Evans. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Young. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Broncos will extend their lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Let's go.
Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Left side here to Sanders. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a good gain. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the tip there altered the ball flight.